Hey, Jesse.
Oh, hey, Lindsay. Hey. What?
We're on here live. What is it? Raw, uncut, and unedited.
Yeah, we're trying to come down from watching a movie earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, seconds ago. We watched
Literally
the movie.
seconds ago. We watched A Knight's Tale because it's on Hulu right
The
now.
most wonderful movie that you could ever imagine, I think.
And I've been saying it for a couple of weeks. I'm like, A Knight's Tale is on Hulu. We got to watch it. So when we got home from having lunch with the fam, I was like, it's time.
Yeah. In the middle of it, she's like pointing out spots where she wants to cry, and I'm all like,
And I'm choking it back because I have on the lashes.
I'm singing "Traveling Soldier" on top of it.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's been trying.
What?
Okay, I'm not gonna cry. So
She wet her lashes.
I did.
Yeah.
They got a little moist.
Yeah, he can't see without his glasses.
Oh, okay, enough.
Is that enough?
Sir, enough.
Trauma dump right here, right?
Okay, so here we are.
Yeah.
We're going to be a little more serious in our recap than normal because of the material that we are recapping.
Yes.
So we're going to recap our episode about Emily Pike, which I am really proud of. Like, good job on getting everything together. So we recorded with our friends here at the table, my bestie Erin and her wife Morgan, and then Jesse had to do his interview with our guest Al Santos separately.
Yeah.
And put all that in the mix, and I'm just really proud of what you did there,
Yeah,
sir.
we had
very
guests
good.
here at the table, and then we had guests from Oklahoma and a celebrity guest.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to check that out, MMIW is just a huge thing, and we want to bring awareness.
And
to all that.
MMIP, for sure.
Yes, all of that. Look up all that. Everybody. You know, we're huge advocates, of course, because I spoke a little bit about history, you know, for myself, and, you know, bringing Lindsay into all that, and just there's unrecognized things that happen, you know, and we need to recognize it, and we need to share it.
Well, with Al's interview, so yesterday when our episode came out, or Friday when our episode came out,
Yeah.
that was my first time hearing everything that Al had to say, and I was riveted. I could not stop listening. I cried a couple of times.
He respectfully spilled it.
Yeah.
And, you know, it all boiled down to his sister either taking a right or a left, and it would have been him too.
Yeah, make sure. So
Wow.
I talked about Emily Pike, which is a young lady. She was only 14 years old that went missing this year and was found murdered later on. The system, she was in a group home setting. The system failed her time and time again. And the only reason why her case was even brought to light was because of a leaked memo. And her family, there's been no arrests made. All of her body parts haven't even been found yet.
No.
And her family is fighting for justice. So, and I posted this in stories last week, but if you haven't listened to one episode of ours, listen to that one. Bring awareness to all of the things that just get overlooked. I mean, this is a horrendous crime.
It's huge.
And it needs all the traction.
Yeah.
It needs every single bit of recognition and coverage as any white person. Like, bring it all. Bring all the awareness. Let's get. I mean, so that happened. It happened in January. She was found in February. Here we are, almost at the end of the year, and no arrests have been made.
No justice.
No justice whatsoever.
And it doesn't matter, you know, what walk of life you're at, what culture you're from, and, you know, if you can look at such a thing and you can embrace it and be like, okay, I want to be part of trying to figure this out and understand that the epidemic of missing, murdered Indigenous women and through a culture in North America, it is a big thing, and it's been going on. And even like and I had Al on, and he talked about his sister back in the 80s. You know, so it's been going on all throughout the history.
It's just been going on, and the things that I'm very passionate about, especially when it was brought to my attention, when I had awareness of it, the things that natives have been through, period, in the last, how many, 300, 400 years.
Yeah.
Because of our ancestors, just really bothers me. And there has to be something. Help me. I can't find the words.
Nobody needs to take ownership of any of that. We just need to embrace
we need to
the betterment of a society.
Right.
Just like he said, you brought a whole culture and everything down for a complete existence of humanity down to 3%. If you think about that, there's a lot of history that is horrific, and let's embrace and be part of any injustice in a better outcome. That's what we need to be part of. No matter what happens, we need to jump on it. We need to be advocates of the betterment of a whole cultural society.
And the real history, not the kind that we were taught in school, the sugar-coated, the real history behind what happened to the native culture. It'll bring you to tears, man. And I work with a woman who is, a good 15 to 20 years older than me, that is still so oblivious that she was hearing me talk about where we had went in our trip, and she was just saying how she wanted to go to DC so bad because I can't even get the foundation, or the founding of our country was so fascinating to her.
Like that's all she knows.
And I'm like,
what
part?
What?
She really thinks that how we founded this country is pure and buttercups and rainbows. I'm like, ma'am, this is a woman in her 60s. Ma'am, where have you been?
Right.
And I was like, you know what? I can't even get into it. Please do some research before you talk any more about it.
10 minutes on Google will teach you a whole lot more than what school did.
10 minutes.
They really did push that on us growing up, all the way from 1st to 12th grade.
We thought Columbus was this great dude.
Yeah.
And now we're like, fuck Columbus.
Lost. Yeah, you just lost, dude, And
that brought a lot of strife on an entire nation of people that were already here.
Yeah, true. So true. Look up the history. If you
and
want
he's
to learn
not the only one.
real
but
American
he was
history,
one of the first ones.
You need to start from real American history and go back as 10,000 years. Go back 10,000 years. Learn a little bit about your local culture, indigenous people, and respect that to begin with.
Because they were everywhere.
Yeah, and
they were here first, literally all over the country.
Without them, when they came over, pilgrims and all the settlers and all the things, whatever we want to call them, they wouldn't have existed through the winter.
No,
it wouldn't have been through the northeastern tribes and woodland tribes and stuff.
Well, that's Silas is learning that in his science workbooks right now, like what the tribe. I forgot the tribe's name already. I'm horrible with that. I'm so sorry. But it was one that started with a W. I remember that.
Yeah, the Winnipeg, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they were...
What they taught the people that came off the Mayflower, who would have literally just died.
Wampanoag, I'm so sorry.
That's it.
Yes.
That's
it. So, that's real history, and I'm glad that Abraham Lincoln kind of wrote that in as being like a Thanksgiving, but don't just be like, it's a Thanksgiving for us Caucasians. No. It's a Thanksgiving for the Wampanoag tribe and anybody that's in the Woodlands area, the northeastern part of the United States, that actually helped support all these people that were coming in and giving them all the diseases and everything that rolled on down to the Trail of Tears.
Right.
And so many horrific things that, capitalism, power, and just trying to take over a whole indigenous culture, a whole environment that they had already solidified as a way of life, and we wanted to destroy that. And that is not cool.
And it doesn't
Not
make any
cool at
sense
all.
to me as to why.
No, these are people that are closer to God than the whole religion that you could imagine.
Than
Any
Europeans
religion
could ever think of. Yeah.
Yeah. Western civilization wanted to come over and destroy everything godly that these people had built. Yes, they had inner turmoils. It was 10,000 years of existence, in between tribes and everything else. But they had a way closer connection to what God really intended for humans to have. And I do believe that. I think we would have been better off if we would have stripped back closer to their culture. We actually used some of that to create our country and then stripped everything away from them to have a come up. We used their culture, their beliefs, their ways of existence, and then stripped it all away from them, their religion, all their whole existence.
And then we tried to change the children. We took I don't want to even say we, because I would have never done nothing like that.
Yeah.
Those motherfuckers took these kids from tribes and locked them up in a school and tormented them and hurt them. I mean, and killed some of them. And
this is a revolution, honestly. It's a revolution of awareness.
Right.
All the way back we can think of. You need to spread awareness and be like, you know what? There was a Holocaust that happened here in the United States.
It really did. And it's not talked about enough to me.
Not enough.
Not to me. I had to find out about that part of history through movies and TV shows who were like, we're going to put this out here. And then I had fact checked it and I was horrified.
Yeah, a gas chamber would have been probably better than the things that they had gone through.
Stripping, Native children down, not allowing them to speak their language, not allowing them to have their own their name.
Yeah.
They couldn't have their own name.
I mean,
they changed their name. They changed who they were. They cut their hair. And I was just horrified.
The over 300 nations that they stripped away completely down to nothing.
And that happened all the way up in Canada and
North and South America.
But I mean,
it really did happen.
That bothered me when I found that part of history out, because we briefly go over some shit in school, like the Trail of Tears.
Yeah.
But when that was brought to light for me, it bothered me for quite some time.
The amount of whitewashing that they do.
It's so embarrassing. You know what I mean? It's
not that anybody needs to take accountability.
No, but at the same, but that's what I'm saying.
You need to have you don't need to feel like you're being attacked by any means because of your bloodline or whatever. But
no,
you
I
need
don't
to have
feel.
awareness.
I'm still horrified about it.
Yeah, I'm horrified.
And I'm horrified at the fact that I work with somebody who still thinks that our nation was founded with buttercups and rainbows.
That's exactly
you know.
Right. That's exactly
and I'm like,
right.
I'm gonna write a 4-page essay for her to read about
just
truth.
focus period on trying to get back to the roots that are real American history instead of just
and it's not good
adding on the last 250 years. No, there's so much more.
It's not good. It's all horrible.
It's not good.
It's all horrible. And
Yeah. No matter what culture, wherever you're from, you need to understand where it all come from in your area. Wherever you're from globally, look back into your history, and the full embrace of understanding where everything come into play, and you can have a little bit more respect for other things that are still existing and support what really is going on, because I feel like Indigenous people really had livelihood and things way more figured out than
they
the
taught
garbage
us how
that
to
we
survive.
have now.
And like I said, I don't want to. They taught our ancestors how to survive.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
and to think that our ancestors came over here, and because I got a lot of ancestry from Europe, and yours is more Scandinavian, and so mostly my ancestors at this table came over here and took this land and then belittled these people and made them be ashamed of who they were and made them hide in their. It's horrible to me.
And the biggest thing is nobody over here that was indigenous had an understanding that this was theirs because they weren't holding that as being a personal thing. This is God's land.
Yeah, God's land.
God gave this to us, and we're going to use it, and we're going to respect it. So that's where the stripped down aspect of.
But we called them strange and called them savages.
Yeah, they had it together way better. I really feel like they had it together way better. Modern globalization has really fucked up humanity to begin with. You know,
I mean, white people do be fucking some shit up. I mean, yeah.
I mean, we can go back.
Unfortunately,
we can go back. Marching on a field of 50,000 in the name of Jesus and killing off the other half. It wasn't cool either,
it goes way back. Yeah, and y'all know that.
We can go back 12,000 years
right.
ago. It'd be like, this is horrific. Power, money. We know it's fuckery. Y'all need to know it's fuckery and spread the fuckery and become better humans because of it. That's what we're sharing here.
And I want to encourage all of our listeners to look up every YouTube video that you can about Emily's family and the demonstrations that have been in her honor, the vigils. Just plug everything you can. And I gave the numbers on the episode, so please listen to that episode. We just really, and I mean, it's not just for listens and views. We can't recap everything on here as far like the whole episode.
Yeah.
But we want you to listen to that episode. If you don't listen to another one, listen to that one.
That one's it.
And share it. Share it. It's got numbers. It's got information. It has background into Emily. And then Al Santos, who Jesse has known for a very long time. He is a very famous Native American drummer, singer. He's got an amazing drum group. I have been to quite a few powwows where his drum group was host drum and enjoyed it. I enjoyed listening to the song that we featured. I cried. I mean, I just cried so much during that episode. I cried. Like, listening to him and his stories and, you know, everything that he's trying to put out there.
Even off the record, like, one of his singers is related.
Is a Pike.
Yeah. Related. So, we talked about a lot of things off the podcast.
Off mic, yeah.
Yeah, off mic and everything. It was just like, wow. You know, the full on global spectrum of traveling around. He's like, this song, he even talked about it being in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yes, that was a really cool story.
Yeah.
Like powwow singers in Germany were singing his songs.
Yeah. Native American hobbyists that want to support Native culture in Germany. And I've been invited.
Keep it going.
I've been invited on cruises. I've been invited to Germany myself to go and perform at those exact same places. And it's just like, embrace culture, do it the right way. You know, it's not about appropriation and all that stuff. It's just doing it the right way and learning the history correctly, respectfully. All of the indigenous people, if you want to think that Native American religion and everything like that, their language has been stripped away.
I know.
It's barely existing. I think that we should start a Spotify of just Native American language.
That would be awesome.
That be cool?
Yeah.
Just the support, because I used to listen to like Muskogee Creek language, and I used to have some old cassette tapes and things like that where they're just speaking just Muskogee Creek because I wanted to learn how to do stomp dances, which is southeast, very southeast Native American culture and stuff. I used to want to learn to speak those languages. That way, if I was going to a stomp dance or their religious ceremonies and things, I wanted to be able to speak those languages and sing those songs, those rattle songs in that square. And there's just so much history. Honestly, if you want to learn it, grasp onto something that you're really intrigued in. You want to learn it, and spread it, because you don't want that to go away. That's God's language. I was taught that the Kiowa was the language from the Kiowa Nation was brought to them by God Himself. You don't change it. Isn't that crazy how close Hebrew and God and Kiowa
it is? My dad even said that. My dad has studied Hebrew a lot, and when he came to a couple of powwows, he really was just like, "Wow, like this, they're so similar." He was so
all the way down
intrigued
to
by that.
The ties that they would put on them
Because he was brought up in a generation that didn't know anything about the real horrific happenings that happened to Native Americans.
Right. And with Creek language, they would blow a conch shell, which was like a shofar.
Yep.
That was what brought everybody together. Is that not godly? How is that tied together? Strip away the books, strip away everything. If you want to bring religion into it and what the Creator himself has brought amongst humanity, how does it tie together in more of a pure way than what Native Americans had? It was the last spot that we just stripped it away and fucked it all up.
And when I met Jesse and he brought a lot of this knowledge to me and brought me into that world and brought this, it was just, I'm glad I know. Like, I'm glad that I'm not some dumbass that doesn't know more about than what we were taught in school. Like, it's really been enlightening. I like knowing things. I like knowing the truth behind things, because a lot of, especially our age and older, when you start to look back on your childhood, there was something else that I was going to talk about that. So real quick, what I'm trying to say is, as now in this day and age, our generation and older, we look back and we realize that so many things we were taught was a lie. And one of those was, what did I share to you the other day? The DARE program.
Oh. Ugh. The triangle program.
And
the pyramid scheme.
It's disheartening, but like, I'm glad that the truth is out now.
Yeah.
It's disheartening to look back and think that everything you knew as a kid was
It's
fucking
all a pyramid
lie.
scheme.
But yeah, that was a pyramid scheme. Dante Elizabeth James, he had some technical difficulties with his original page. So now he's on TikTok as Your Mother, YER Mother. And he shared that he learned through TikTok from an officer that was in that program a long time ago, that it was pretty much an MLM for officers.
So the more that they can spread, the more they can make, right?
And it was a failed program.
Well, I mean,
like, honestly,
we thought it was Jesus himself. We thought it was just, it was the most purified way to spread something to everybody that's in middle school.
Yep.
And they
we were
push
in
it on us.
elementary school.
Well, yeah, in elementary
Learning
school.
about crack.
Yeah. Crack is bad. Crack is bad.
But,
It's like,
I mean,
wait a
I
minute,
will
why
have
are you
to
hitting
say,
me with this? I wasn't ready.
I will have to, because we started in third grade was when they started introducing us to.
Like, I remember seeing Dare. I was probably in fourth or fifth grade.
Well, that's when you came to our town, right? Was when you were in third grade? Yeah. So we had, I want to say that we were in like full-fledged, like, I want to say maybe not weekly, but monthly visits.
Monthly Dare meetings.
Dare meetings. And then we had like a parade at the Memorial Stadium, which was like our old football stadium that is now just for like Little League and stuff like that. Yeah. But we would have like a whole fair day. Like, there would be festivities and activities and
so
concession stands and
the whole thing. Yeah. Like Lindsay's DNA and mine kind of meet together in 5 points.
Yep.
Where Grady Markham was
that was my cousin.
Like, he won the lottery and then put a lot of money back into the school system, into 5 Points Elementary in Lake City, Florida.
It's weird because I'm kind of a Nepo baby in our town, but at the same time, I was not. I was treated like dog shit.
But your last name.
By a lot of teachers.
Your last name had the fame.
Yeah. Last name had the small town fame, but I was treated like shit by multiple teachers. Because
isn't that weird?
MLMs were everywhere. So now we found out. The
pyramid scheme was going on.
So now I was caught in the crosshairs of all of it.
We could talk days about this.
I'm gonna talk. I ain't gonna mention no names. I think I may have talked about it before, but our music teacher at the school that he and I both attended together.
Lindsay. Can you do that? Can you do that here? Can you?
I'm not gonna say his name.
Oh, well.
But the music teacher at that school, really cool to me. First couple of years that I moved to Lake City. I moved here from Lakeland. I mean, I was born here. Then my dad moved away, and my dad got full custody of me.
Yeah.
And then when my grandparents passed away, it left us a huge farm in a very popular road.
But give us a cheers to 1989, Lindsay, because
Yes.
we both moved here in 1989. The storm of the century
Yeah.
came that year, right?
No, it was the next year.
Was it the snow that came?
Oh, no. Okay, Storm of the Century was the next year. It happened in March.
The
snow.
The snow. That
Snowed in Florida.
We can consider that a winter storm of the century because we've never had 2 foot of, or not 2 foot. It was like 8 inches of snow.
Yeah, it was very small.
in Florida. So we didn't know what the fuck to do with that. But I did because I was from Appalachia and you came up from
South Florida.
Central Florida.
Central Florida.
So,
and we were going back. But anyway, so.
Gen Z existence.
Right. So 89, or actually it was 90 when like my parents became a member of an MLM called Amway.
Right off rip.
Right off rip. Not too long after we had moved here. Well, my music teacher and several other teachers at my school and most of the members of the church we attended
pushed it, didn't they?
They were all members. Yeah. So when my parents got out, because honestly, like I've been roped into MLMs here too. The people that rope you in, they already got locked down on this town. So who the fuck are you going to sell to? So anyway, so that's what my parents went through.
You're losing right to begin with
before
you start.
So that's what my parents went through. And my parents had pretty good jobs. And like I said, we inherited where we lived from my grandparents. So they were like, well, you know, this is just a lot of work for no reward. And they got out. And all of a sudden, after that, my music teacher, who was my music teacher for the next many years, started treating me like shit. And so did a few teachers at our school. And I did not know why. Yes, I was a flabber. I had the gift of gab, still do. But I didn't do anything bad. You know what I mean? But I was always in trouble constantly. Thank God for the principal. He kept me out of trouble. Like if I was sent to the office, he would just let me sit there and chill because I didn't do anything bad. I was just always picked on. The teachers hated me. I didn't get it.
You had some cool points with the principal.
Yeah.
But so you weren't doing anything wrong.
No, I wasn't doing anything wrong. Right. And he made sure that I got put, like after I got treated badly for the first couple of years, he made sure that I got put with good teachers who would not, were not biased to me, I guess. Or
they weren't on the agenda.
Yeah.
He knew.
And so he made sure that I got, like he would place me in certain classes to make sure that I was not treated like shit except for the music teacher because there was only one. You couldn't avoid his class. Treated me, wouldn't let me in chorus.
Poor Lindsay.
And like the first 2 years, praised my, because you couldn't join chorus till 3rd grade.
Right.
So this didn't happen till I was in 3rd grade. So first 2 years, he praised me all the time. Like he recorded my voice for the morning announcements. Like,
wow.
Everything. Like I get, my granny had the tapes of me singing
and then become,
the Star Spangled Banner.
Then become like the part where you're not part of the MLM because of your parents and they're shitting on top of Lindsay.
Guess who never was
Lindsay.
able to join chorus?
Oh, baby.
Me.
Baby.
I wasn't. But you know what? When I got older, and guess who snatched me up for choir, solos, everything else that I was a part of, even though I don't like church or anything like that now. But they snatched me up. So
yeah, because you had talent enough to where you did not deserve to be shit on.
No.
Because of the MLM, you weren't helping Amron or who was it? What was the
Amway.
Amway. Not Imran.
I think Amway still exists today.
Oh, pay attention to all that. Don't follow pyramid schemes.
Fuck my music teacher. Fuck MLMs.
Fuck all of them. All thems.
But yeah, we went all the way onto a tangent there.
Poor history, but like, I mean, we came up, like, we left Appalachia with nothing and lived in a tent for 6 weeks.
I didn't have to do all that. We have bad backstories, totally different though.
So many crazy backstories. And history, though, makes you better people if you embrace it and try to overcome, you know? I mean, you're just like, We had hardships. We had so many different things. I mean, all the way up to past marriages and all the drama that we've been through. We try to be better people because of it. You have to strive for all that, you know?
Exactly. Yeah. So after we went off on that tangent, so we're going to wrap up this recap so that we can record our Friday episode. So make sure you listen to our full-length episode, Emily Pike. DrinkaboutSomething.site. Anywhere that you listen to podcasts, we're there. We're even right here on YouTube.
Follow all the links. I mean,
follow all the
if
links.
You want to be
follow Al Santos. If you enjoy the music that is played by Otter Trail, his drum group, join us at the powwow. Which what's the dates on that?
So it's the first full weekend in March.
I thought it was in February and March.
No, first full weekend in March. Yeah.
Okay.
And we shared it. You shared the flyer.
Yeah, I did share it in
stuff.
stories, and I'll continue to share it in stories if you follow us on Instagram.
Not, I was actually part of the drum group that started this powwow. So if you want to come check this out in Central Florida,
Mount Dora, right?
We're going to be there. Are we locking this in?
We're locking it in.
For sure?
For sure.
Well, Lindsay's going to make it happen now. I'm ready.
I have locked in several powwow days, sir. Let's not talk about that on this video.
So I have to go for sure.
And, you know, Al said he wanted you there, like, more than once. So
okay. So come check out Otter Trail. I'm going to be on the drum group with them in Mount Dora. First full weekend in March. We're going to be there, right?
Yes.
We're going to be there. Probably just Saturday, or are we coming for Friday and Saturday?
We can do Friday and Saturday. I'm off.
Get in a room?
Get in a room.
Going to chill?
Going to chill.
Cigars afterwards?
Absolutely.
With Al Santos?
Yes.
Oh, it's happening.
Yeah.
Carol Baskins. No Carol Baskins allowed. But still, we're going to be there at Mount Dora. Come embrace Indigenous society, Native American cultural event. It's going to be amazing. We're going to be there. And I'm going to share this. And
I'm excited to go back to a powwow. Silas hasn't been since he was little. And
we might dress him out. Let's get him a rig together. I got so many over there.
Landon will probably want to go. We put on Al's music the other day, and Landon instantly went into chicken dance mode. Landon was a chicken dancer. And I know that sounds funny, but it's a real thing. Look it up. Chicken dancing is really cool. And
we're going to set them up.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's get them dressed out. Let's go sing some songs. Let's go do the things. Yeah. But anyhow, Indigenous, missing
and murdered Indigenous women and persons.
Just all of that.
And let's get justice for Emily.
For everyone.
For every one of them.
You know.
But Emily is who we were talking about.
Turquoise alert itself.
Yes.
You know. There, and maybe Amber Alert doesn't, off the mic, we talked about a lot of things that may happen in different Native American societies, even all the way down to their own tribal police. Mm-hmm. Could be some shit going on. So let's step up. Let's be good advocates.
I want you guys to listen to that episode. And if you have, you will know that there are 2 people that were not convicted of sexual assault towards Emily Pike that should have.
Right.
And then
to begin with.
And then she gets killed. So, I mean, and that shit is just swept under the rug.
Not giving people a good chance to begin with.
It's terrible.
It is.
It's heavy on my heart. But we are going to sign off, and we will tune in on Friday for a whole new episode. I don't want to say it yet because Jesse doesn't know.
Lindsay's going to break me again and again and again.
And again.
So many breakages.
So, yes.
Yeah, thank you,
One more
Lindsay.
time, like and subscribe to us on here on YouTube, and we're on every platform.
Yeah, spread this globally.
DrinkaboutSomething.site.
Help us find justice in any way, any form that you can, pull up. If you know any information about any of this stuff, I said shin instead of shun. Is there a shin or a shun on that deal? I don't know. Whatever. Lindsay.
It's whatever you say. Whatever you say.
This is Drunk About Something, but we're going to see you guys on Friday.
Yes.
We're so ready. Lindsay's got a whole nother thing. I'm not ready. See us at the powwow.
Yes.
If you're allowed to, come down and check us out. Mount Dora, Florida. We're going to be there. And Lindsay, I just wanted to say thank you for sharing these stories. Thank you for helping me put in something I'm so passionate for. We had a celebrity guest on there and some of your besties. I see that hair hanging out over there. But
bothered me.
I'm over here preaching.
I love that episode so much. And my bestie, Erin, and her wife are people that we can have good conversation with.
We can have a revolution.
Like, we talked for hours.
Revolution.
Yes, revolution.
Yes.
They're going to be our revolution buddies. Yes, I have great
anything
besties.
revolution, we're going to call them over. We're going to be revolutionists with them.
Yes.
No. Thank you for having this outlet, honestly. And thank you guys for following along. We're going to see you guys this Friday.
Make sure you listen on Friday because Jesse's going to be puddled.
Oh, she's going to get
love
me again.
you.
Plant time for me. I'm not ready.
All right, love you. Bye.
Bye.